The phone buzzed on the kitchen counter, its screen glowing like a lone beacon in the dim morning light. I froze, coffee halfway to my lips, as her name appeared. Clara. After a month of silence. 31 days of unanswered texts, ignored calls, and her side of the bed cold as stone, she was finally reaching out. My heart betrayed me, lurching against the anger I'd been nursing. Why now? What could she possibly want? I set the mug down, the ceramic clinking against the counter, and stared at her message. I need you, Tom. Please, can we talk? The words hit like a punch, stealing my breath. Need. Not love. Not sorry, just need. I wanted to fling the phone across the room, let it smash like she'd shattered me. But instead, my thumb hovered, trembling, before I typed back. Where are you? The house fell unnervingly quiet as I waited. That kind of silence that makes every floorboard creak, every clock tick unbearable. Our home, once alive with her laughter, now felt like a museum of memories I couldn't escape. Her favorite mug sat unwashed in the sink, a faint lipstick stain on the rim. I hadn't touched it, couldn't. It was one of the few fragments I clung to, as if keeping it there might summon her back. She'd been pulling away for months. Subtle at first, late nights at the office, canceled dinners. Her smile, once warm as sunlight, had become brittle, sharp as cracked glass. I told myself it was stress. Promotion, long hours. I ignored the way her eyes darted to her phone, the way her hugs felt like ticking a box. Love makes you blind. Hope makes you stupid. I'd been both. Her reply came, at the cabin. Can you come? It's important. The cabin. Our cabin. Bought 5 years ago, when we were drunk on dreams of weekend getaways and growing old together by the lake. My chest tightened. Why there? I grabbed my keys, the jangle loud in the hollow house, and headed out. The drive was an hour, each mile a tug-of-war between dread and longing. Autumn leaves blurred past, crimson and gold, like the world was aflame. I kept replaying her text, parsing it for clues. Need. What did she need? Money a favor? Me? No, not me. She'd made that clear when she walked out. I just need space, Tom. Space like I was a wall closing in. The cabin appeared, nestled against the lake, its weatherwood glowing under the late afternoon sun. Her car was there, but another was parked beside it, a sleek black sedan I didn't recognize. My stomach turned. I parked, gripping the steering wheel too tightly, as if letting go would make this real. The door creaked as I stepped inside. The air smelled of pine and something else. Her perfume, faint, unmistakable. Clara, my voice echoed too loudly. No answer. I moved deeper, past the worn couch where we binge-watched old movies, past the fireplace where we made love on a bare rug. Every memory stung, sharp as thorns. Then I heard it, a muffled sob from the bedroom. My pulse spiked. I pushed the door open. She was there, sitting on the edge of the bed, face buried in her hands. Dark hair messy, shoulders slumped like she hadn't slept in days. But she wasn't alone. A man stood by the window, tall, broad-shouldered, back to me. He turned, and I recognized him immediately. Mark, her co-worker. The one she'd mentioned too often, then not at all. Tom, Clara gasped, eyes red, mascara streaked. Inside, I felt myself unravel. Mark's jaw tightened, gaze flicking between her and me. He said nothing. He didn't need to. The truth filled the room, thick as smoke. I messed up, she whispered, voice breaking. I'm so sorry, Tom. Sorry for what? I asked, though I already knew. I'd known for weeks, the late nights, the locked phone, the way she flinched when I touched her. But hearing it, seeing it, made it real. I was with him, she said, barely audible. It wasn't supposed to happen. It just did. Mark shifted, hands in pockets, like he wanted to disappear. It's not what you think, he began. I snapped. Don't lie to me. My eyes locked on Clara. Why am I here, Clara? Why now? She stood, hands ringing together. I'm pregnant, Tom. The words hit like a freight train. Pregnant? My mind spun, searching for something solid. Was it mine? Hers and his? Did it matter? And you need me to what? I asked, voice raw. Fix this. Pretend it didn't happen. I don't know, she cried. I didn't know who else to call. I'm scared, Tom. I still love you. I never stopped. Her words were a cruel echo of the vows we made 7 years ago. I wanted to believe her, to clutch the scraps of what we'd been. But love doesn't erase betrayal. It only sharpens the pain. Then why? I asked, voice breaking. Why him? Why not me? She shook her head, tears spilling. I was lost. Work was everything. He was there. It wasn't about you. It was me. I laughed, bitter and hollow. That's supposed to make it better. Mark stepped forward. Tom, get out, I said, low, dangerous. He hesitated, then slipped past like a shadow. The door clicked shut. Clara reached for me, but I stepped back. Don't. You don't get to do that anymore. Her face crumpled. What we do now? I looked at her, the woman I'd loved since we were 20, the woman who'd broken me beyond measure. The cabin felt smaller, the walls closing in. I thought of the life we'd planned. Kids, holidays, growing old by this lake. All of it ashes. I'll help, I said finally, words tasting like bile. For the baby, not for you. Her eyes widened, hope flickering. But I turned and walked out. The lake shimmered under the dying sun. I drove back to an empty house. The phone stayed silent. I didn't know if the baby was mine. I didn't know if I'd ever know. And as I sat in the dark, her mug still in the sink, I realized something worse. I wasn't sure I cared anymore.